So, this is gonna be a long video. Um, but yeah, this is all the games I played in last weekend during the Geo Nations Cup. If you don't know what that is, it was a tournament, a team tournament that consisted of 8 teams, 8 countries, and I was playing alongside Team USA, which was me, RC, and MK. Um, and it's a pretty interesting format. How it was a best of three for most of the matches. It was a best of three that it's pretty similar to the World League where you have like moving, no move, and then NMPZ for like the tiebreaker. But kind of the twist is that one player can only play like 2 games in each match. So, for example, you couldn't just have like RC play in all 3 matches. Um, like every player has to choose only just 2 matches to play. So in our case, I was on no move and NMPZ, and RC and MK would be playing moving. So the game you're seeing right now is against Team Brazil. It was the first match of the first day because this tournament was split into 2 days. This was the first match that was broadcasted on the mainstream, and we were up 1-0 because we won moving. But yeah, I'm playing with MK right now, and before I uh, say too much or like commentate too much about like the gameplay or anything, I just want to say like big thanks to the organizers who hosted and came up with this tournament. It was a super fun event and really well put together. Shout out to the casters, Jake and Bloom. They did a great job. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you to the people that were involved in it, and I had a lot of fun. Um, and also to RC and MK, who I haven't really had much experience playing with those two in like a team style tournament. I don't really know their strengths like that super well or anything. I mean, I used to kind of play with MK here and there, but this was like 2 years ago, I would say. So it's like completely different now, but it's just it's an honor to be able to play with them. So as you can see, it's not individual multis. It's regular multis in no move and PZ. That was just the format of the tournament. For moving, it was individual multis. For no move and PZ, it was just the regular multi system, which I don't know why, but that was just how it is. I know some people had not the best things to say about the format, and yeah, I do think like there are improvements to be made with like a second season of this tournament. But I don't know. I can go on about my thoughts on individual multis and how it's implemented in the current competitive system, but that's not what this video is about. But yeah, we're kind of getting our ass whooped right now. As you can see, we're getting flawless, and luckily it's not individual multis. But you know, it's basically we're just getting out hedged on random rounds like Uganda. Like, why was that even in the map? It is Pro World for No Move, and I think Arb Rural for NMPZ. Um, 2 maps that honestly, if you ask me, those are probably the 2 maps that I play the most, or I like playing the most in terms of like a comp suited map. Those two are probably the 2 maps that I like playing the most or play the most in my free time. But yeah, we're still getting flawless, but yeah, you guys can probably also tell that I'm reading off some sort of notes. I'm not just freestyling everything. Like, just with the length of this video, I will probably have to split up the commentary a little bit. Like, I don't think I can talk coherently for like an hour and a half about Geoguessr. Like, I just don't think that's something that I can do. But I mean, I have a good set of bullet points for things that I want to talk about outside of the gameplay. So I still will probably just towards the end of the video just be kind of analyzing the games, especially the games against like Team France. But I'm just saying, like, I still have other topics that I want to talk about in this video because it is like an hour and a half, so I'll be fine on time. But yeah, this tournament has kind of just reminded me of how fun community tournaments can be, especially like team-oriented tournaments, like back in the days with Rainbow Tourneys and TGS. Like, I'm begging for someone to bring back those weekly or at least somewhat consistent tournaments, and like they're just so fun. I don't know, like, I mean, for me at least, they were what like the Rainbow Tourneys were what inspired me to get into this game even more, and to like actually grind and compete at a higher level. So like I just feel like it's been so long since we've had similar tournaments in the community for a while now, I feel like. But like tournaments like this where, you know, it's like interesting format with a decent prize pool. Like, I'm not saying like all tournaments have to have like a crazy prize pool or anything, but like just give us a reason to you know, participate at least. And also like a good group of casts. Like, I don't know, someone please make it happen. But yeah, like I'm super excited for like a second season of this tournament if it happens. I would love to participate, and yeah. So this, I think, was like one of the first chunk of damage we dealt on a round, and then we get this round, which is the US, which is pretty good. Immediately to me it looked like super NC, just with the road, like the road lines, and kind of the gutter on the side of the road, the flatness, the super tall pines, and I don't know, this feels like just the typical round you get like in the Carolinas. And yeah, it just made sense for North Carolina. Like, they were definitely like out hedging us in the beginning, and we kind of just did like all that like damage, like, in terms of like raw damage, we just kind of like returned it here, but like even more, I feel like. So with that plus the multis, like we just ended up winning off of this one round alone. But yeah, that was the first match. Went pretty smoothly. And then the next match you'll see is against Team Japan. So yeah, the next match against Team Japan, they were definitely one of the stronger teams in the tournament, in my opinion. Like the two teams that I didn't really want to face were Team Japan and Team France. Like, I thought those two teams were really strong. And I mean, obviously, I thought we had a strong chance of winning, but like those two teams, I think were just really balanced overall. And this was the second and also last game I played on the first day. We had just won the moving game, and it was like about a 3-hour gap between like this game and the Brazil game. So like in between, I just went out for a walk and like I got something to eat, just to chill a little bit. But you'll also see RC is playing no move instead of MK, And I guess I should talk about this round because I ended up 5K'ing this round. I just found the right bend here on like the right stretch of road, so pretty nice. But yeah, you'll notice that RC's playing instead of MK. That's just because like at this point for MK, he was like super tired. It was like 1 a.m. or like 2 a.m. for him, and like if we won this game, he would have just been able to go to bed, because this was our last game of the day, or last match of the day, like regardless. So yeah, get a turkey round. Like I told RC to just ping me because like I don't know, like how to region guess this. Like I probably would have went still like around this area, but you'll see that like we popped off this game. Like we obviously like YRP and Yuri are like two really good players, especially on no move. Like they're really like some top level players, but we ended up flawlessing them. And a lot of that is kind of due to like the seed we got, or like the rounds we got. They definitely favored us two a lot. We got like a good amount of US like this round, and then another round after this, um but like this doesn't compare at all to the second day. um the second day, you'll see the match against Sweden was it was like borderline rigged. Like it wasn't even borderline, it was straight up just so funny. Yeah. And on the topic of the second day, I guess I should explain like kind of what happened. Um, Basically, RC couldn't make it to some of our earlier games on the second day. He had like a friend's birthday that he was going to, and we had to find like a sub, like a replacement. So we got Kirsten. It was someone that MK found. I had no idea who she was, and I mean, basically, she would just come in and replace RC. So I would still be playing No Move and NMPZ. And in the NMPZ match, I would be playing with her, and the idea was I would just have two guesses. I would just ping her where to go, and that was what happened in the Sweden match, which was second day. But yeah, you'll see that match was cinema. Um, but I just thought I would explain that right now because I kind of want to use like I kind of want to explain like the rounds that we got, and like yeah, explain like my thought process on some of the rounds we got in that match. So RC did end up returning home in time to play the grand finals. I don't want to spoil too much, but it was nice to see him return, because it would have been like really sad to just like go the second day without you know, having him on the team or having him play at all. So yeah, shout out to Kirsten if you're watching this. Shout out to everyone, man, on Team USA. Yeah, it was really fun to play with everyone. But this next round we get is Alaska, and you kind of see me panic zoom into the road because I, for like a 2 week period for map dom, I like grinded Alaska out and basically learned like every road, like every Gen 2 road I definitely know. So I mean, this is just this stretch. It's like a pretty long stretch between Paxton and Cantwell, I think, but immediately recognized it. Just try to get my pin down, and yeah, just won the game off of that. Shout out Mapdom. Okay, so second day, a week later, this is the semifinals match against Sweden. No RC, he's out. And for the moving game, it was MK and Kirsten, which they lost, so we're down 1-0 or 0-1. We're down a match, but the format for the semifinals and the grand finals are a little different. So instead of a best of 3, it's a best of 5, and the first 3 games are like the same, but for games 4 and 5, it's basically a 3v3, but your team only gets one guess. So you have to like discuss with your team like what the one pin, like where you're gonna place that one pin. Uh, and like on paper, it's a really interesting idea because it kind of just removes like the hedging aspect of team duels, and like I feel like it also just requires a bit more communication and like decision making. But I think it's just like a neat idea, to be honest. It was like kind of one of the parts of this tourney that I was like really kind of looking forward to getting to. And yeah, I was the one placing the pins for Team USA, as you'll see later, which is nice because I feel like if I wasn't, then I guess it would have just been me like recording my like I don't know Discord POV or something for the match. But um, yeah. Anyway, I think out of all the matches I played, I think we played against like Brazil, Japan, Sweden, and then France. I think I definitely played like the best against Team Sweden. Like I honestly like I played so well. I'm like really happy with how I played. But yeah, this no move game was also with MK was really nice. He got a nice lineup on the road here, and then there were like a few other rounds in this match, in this no move match, where we were just like on like the 5K. Um, to be fair, we got pretty favorable rounds. Not this one though. Like this was just like a random Japan, but considering that me, RC, and MK like we just went into this tournament like without like ever like running any scrims or practicing together or anything. Like I feel like I played like me and MK and RC like we gelled pretty well. I mean for NMPZ it doesn't really matter, like team chemistry isn't like a huge deal, but I don't know. I feel like I've definitely played um especially back in like TGS, I've like teamed with like random people, and it's just like we just didn't have chemistry that like we just didn't like work together like well. Like we didn't gel as a unit well, and I feel like me and MK like we started off a little rough, but like the more games we played together, like I felt like we got like better as a whole. And yeah, with RC it was just like I don't know, we just worked pretty well together from the start. But as you can see, I know I'm just like checking only the car, nothing else. Um, yeah, this is a like if you don't know, I also grind in Namibia for like a I don't know like a 3 week stretch, and I for like the first 20 seconds of this round, I just could not remember or could not identify like what this car was. And then I saw like the left like scratch on the car, on like the rubber of like the car. And yeah, it took me a while to remember that it was where MK had clicked, and I just ended up hedging like the middle of nowhere. Because I knew he had the 5K. I knew it was where he was, but I just thought I would just hedge somewhere else. But yeah, like I can't lie when I say that sometimes like when I don't practice a country for like I don't know, it's been like a month or 2 months maybe since I like played Namibia. Like some of the car stuff just like will leave my mind. I just will forget. But yeah, and then we get this round, which is it's a great round because it's kind of a if you know you know type of thing. Like we have para pulls, um, but with Stripe 24, uh, it kind of just had to be like one of the roads south of Santarem. Like those are like the only roads in Stripe 24 para, I think. So I called that out, and I told uh, MK that we can commit this, but if he wants, he can also just go Rondonia to hedge a little better. Maybe it's like some weird pulls at Rondonia, but I'm surprised because they ended up like double sending Rondonia with those pulls. Maybe they just thought the car wasn't para, but I found like the only stretch on that road that lined up, so um, yeah, that's basically my explanation for that guess. And now for the NMPZ game. This was the first game I played with Kirsten. I had no idea like what her skill level was like going into this, so um, I kind of was just like when every round loaded, I just like told her what the country was and then like my region guess. Like I would just call it the country and then like my immediate like thoughts on the region guess, just so like she kind of has an idea of like where to put the pin down or yeah. um but we get this round, which to me, maybe because I've played like a crap ton of Mexico, this just looks like Veracruz. um the dead giveaway here are the pineapples on the right. Maybe it's kind of hard to tell, but it looked like Mexico but with pineapples, and then also the soil color, it was going to just always be this area of Veracruz, kind of close to Oaxaca in like the southern like part of the state. That's really the only area you get pineapple plantations with this soil color, and they went Brazil, which like is like understandable, but it was just felt so Mexican with like the soil and the trees as well, and we do great damage there, and then right afterwards we get Italy. Well, I wasn't sure it was Italy, but I was like, this just looks like Italy. And like with these like olive groves on the hills, it made me think it was just more southern. So I'm kind of like pinging the range that I think this can be from like I don't know, like just around Naples to kind of like northern-ish Calabria was my idea. Um, and also in my experience, like winterish Gen 2 coverage is basically exclusive to like the south. We're not exclusive, but like really mostly gonna be the southern provinces. And I kind of move off the 5K here. Like I knew it looked like there, but I just wanted to hedge, kind of like maybe a weird Molise or like a more north of Naples kind of hilly area. But we still do a decent chunk of damage, and then we get this round, which um, yeah, it's Argentina, and I mean, I don't know. I'm not like an expert on Arg or anything, especially when it's NMPZ and I don't see the car. But to me, this looked like my first thought was kind of like northernish Santa Fe. We don't really see too much like agricultural fields or anything. It doesn't look super southern or super coastal, like with the wilder, like kind of I don't know, desolate, I guess, like empty looking, like side of the roads, just like kind of random trees, random short bushes. It felt like, yeah, like I was kind of hedging for like SD and like Chaco as well. But also kind of at the same time a little scared for like a Cordoba or something like that. So yeah, so I'm paying Kirsten, and I ended up just like I just clicked on basically the road. Like I don't know, this was pretty lucky. But like yeah, um, I mean I don't know, I just like played like a perfect game. But yeah, it was just like I don't know. It's like when you're like in basketball when you make like I don't know, two shots in a row and like you just feel like you can't miss. Like I don't know, it was just like I was just on fire. And it didn't help like that I was just getting fed like rounds like this like right afterwards. Like this is the first like 1v1 match, I guess. And like I just feel so bad for like Sweden. They got like actually so fucked by the rounds. Like it was just so tragic, but yeah, this is we have this like really, I don't know, like speckly, like grainy pavement, which is really good for Oaxaca. And then like I just knew the Stripe 24 cluster in this area. Like I don't know. Like this is like I don't know spoilers, but this is like not the only Mexican round we get in this game. But yeah, we just start off the game. Like also I'm like really close. Like I feel like sure there's like not that many roads it could have been. Like I ended up just like clicking the main like yellow road, but like it's like a fairly big cluster, and I basically just clicked where I thought like you get those pines like deeper in the mountains, and like I was just like 3 kilometers away. But yeah, and then we get some like kind of filler rounds. I don't want to say filler rounds, but like I don't know, like this round and then the round after this, which was like an Indo, I think. Like I don't know, they were not that interesting to me, but yeah, this was the first like I guess like 1v1 game, or like one guess. You get like one guess game that was being played, and I guess I'll talk about my experience with this game mode a bit later, because I mean, what I said like on paper, this game mode seems pretty interesting and pretty fun, but I realized like afterwards that there was like after playing it, like there were certain aspects about it that I actually found kind of challenging. But for this game at least, nothing like super challenging came up. Like most of the rounds we got, at least for me, like they weren't giving me a hard time. Like with this round, like we had some South Sula roofs. It ended up being actually West Sula, which I guess maybe with this pavement it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. I'm not really going there to be honest. So, and the next round you're going to see is, I believe, the last round of this match. Yeah, we're back, and I mean, I question mark because I'm just like I don't know. I was like, this is so unserious, but I mean, it's not even a hard round, at least in my opinion. I don't know. There's a Sonora plate, but I feel like no one knows what Sonora plates look like because like I don't know, people don't really learn Mexico plates. But we have a Sonora plate on that truck, and then I don't know, just the houses look very northwestern. And yeah, I mean, I could have just insta-sent. I'm like kind of like looking for a town that had like a grid that looked nice, like kind of lining up the big ridge to the west. I don't know, like I mean, that wasn't like I was more focused on how rigged this was, and yeah, I mean, to be fair, they went Monterey, which is like I don't know if that's a good guess. It's not, but yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. Okay, hello, this is me from a day later because I got tired while recording yesterday, so I just stopped. But yeah, this is Grand Finals against Team France. RC is still not home, and so on moving it was MK and Kirsten, which we lost. So we're down 0-1, and how it works is because we're from the winners bracket, they basically need to beat us in a best of 5 twice to win the whole tourney, whereas we only need to beat them once. So if they win this best of 5 game, it goes into a bracket reset, and it's another best of 5. So that's kind of the advantage of being in the winners bracket. And I think what happened was, I mean, France, I think they lost to Canada in the first round and came all the way back through the losers bracket. But I mean, yeah, like with how good they are, like it was kind of expected for them to make it far, and my um, assumption was that they were just playing in the middle of the night, and that kind of like nerfed them a little bit because yeah, for the EU people in this tourney, the schedules were kind of fucked for them. But yeah, I mean, we're down 0-1, and I mean, that's just kind of to be expected. Even if we had RC, I feel like we would have not been very favored to win the moving game. But yeah, I mean, this game is basically a must win. Like, if we go down 0-2, it's basically a death sentence. So yeah, um, I mean, you'd think because of that, I would be like a little bit nervous at least going into this game. But honestly, I feel like in terms of like controlling my nerves, I did like a lot better on like this game and like I don't know the later games compared to like I don't know like the first match against Team Brazil or against Team Japan. I think it's just because like I had no idea like how it was gonna go in those earlier games, and then I kind of just like once I had like a few games in my system, like I saw that I was like making good guesses. I kind of built my confidence up a little bit, and so yeah, I mean going into this game, I was basically just not really feeling that nervous, feeling that jittery or anything. So yeah, I was just pretty locked in. And I mean, to be honest, this game was pretty boring. Like, I don't know, there's not really much to talk about. A lot of the rounds are just like kind of chip damage, and like we did basically all our damage on like 2 rounds where like we weren't even that close ourselves. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just kind of how the game goes sometimes. Um, like sometimes the rounds that we get, like I don't know, I can't really give any like thought process about like my region guess or anything because I don't know, like I'm just as clueless on this Hungary round as you guys are. Like I don't know, like it could have been where MK was, it could have been like more northeast. I mean, my thought process I guess was like there was a bunch of traffic it seems on this road, so I'm gonna click a bit closer to Budapest, but like I don't know. um, but yeah, I feel like later on you'll see there was a Philippines round, which is basically what kind of swung the game. Yeah, swung the game towards our direction, and like we do like 2,000 health on it, and it wasn't really even because we had a great guess. It was just because I think they double sent Luzon, and I decided to hedge a bit more middle of the country. I went to Mindoro, and it was like just on the label or something, and that was like 2,000 health. So like yes, things with that, like I feel like I mean obviously because I am on the winning side of this game, like I can't really complain, but I feel like there's just some things like that about this game where it's not really like luck, but it's just like there's just times where you lose not because the opponent played better than you necessarily, but just because I don't know, like they just didn't their mistake just wasn't as uh costly as yours. If that makes sense. Like I mean, I wish this round would just show up, but I guess I could talk about this. Like it just said the couple pod on this round, and then I got a good lineup. Uh, I don't know, like I don't know my buttons. I don't know anything. MK just told me where it was, and I like found the only thing that looked like it made sense at all. I'm surprised they didn't find the 5K, but yeah. I think it might have been. No, I think it was like a few rounds after this. Like I said, there were like a bunch of filler rounds in this game. And also, if I sound like I'm like super tired right now, it's because I'm like recording this at like 3 a.m. because well, if I record this at like, I don't know, during the day, I feel like I'm just gonna get interrupted. Like where I live is, I wouldn't say it's like super loud or anything, but um I don't know. You could probably like be able to hear like cars and I don't know, planes in the background or something. So um yeah, it's currently 3 a.m. and I'm trying my best to get as much of the recording done as I can. Low key, this tournament kind of pushed back my sleep schedule a bit more than I wanted to. Like for this tournament, like I don't want to blame this tournament or anything, but like I was going to bed at, I don't know, about like 10 to 11 p.m. like latest, and waking up like, I don't know, consistently like before like 9, like at like 8 probably usually. And then um like after the second day of the tournament, I think I went to bed, like it finished for me at least like at, I don't know, past like 12, like I don't know, like almost 1 a.m. or something, and I went to bed at like I don't know, like 2 or almost 3. And so yeah, I've just been going to sleep at about, I don't know, 3 a.m. for the past I don't know, a few days. And um I don't know, I mean, I've been waking up at, I don't know, like 12 a.m. Not 12 a.m. Like 12 p.m., 11 p.m., which is like okay. Usually I don't really have too much going on early in the morning. It's usually in the afternoons or evenings, but okay. Anyway, this is the Philippines round I was talking about. Yeah. My first thought on this round was, for some reason, it was like I was between Mindoro and like Max North Luzon. Like a Max North on the coast type of thing in Luzon. Um, I don't know why. I can't really explain. I don't know. It just looked too like wet for like central Luzon, which is why I thought if it was Luzon, it'd probably be a bit more northern. But also, I don't know who is hedging or going like max north here. I mean, they did, um, but yeah, I just thought like, okay, maybe just in case I should hedge like somewhere else. I should like, I thought Mindoro was like a reasonable guess, considering like the rice and like the Gabang palm as well in the round. But it ended up being Panay, which, I mean, like, I don't know, I didn't get Panay vibes, but it was there, and we did a bunch of damage, so worked out. Average Philippines, but I mean, even MK said in the game that like he didn't want to commit Luzon, even though he thought it was probably like most likely or something like that. Just because, yeah, like Philippines is just such a, let's just say it's such an interesting and difficult, definitely difficult country. um, After that round, we kind of had the momentum from here on out. Um, like we have this round, which like again is another filler round. Like we just got a bunch of, like after that round, it was kind of just back to more boring multi-builder type of rounds. I mean, we do 500 points here, which like is kind of nice considering the area is pretty free, but yeah. I'm also like noticing, like as I'm watching this right now, that like, I don't know, when I play in tournaments and there's like a time limit, I feel like I don't know, I spend a lot less time like looking around and more time like trying to line up roads. Like it might not look like too much of a difference or anything, but I don't know. I feel like my playstyle, like I know my playstyle pretty well, and I know like I'm not like that big of a lineup merchant or anything. I don't know. I kind of a lot of the times I don't really like try to force a lineup um like too much to the point where like it'll kind of deter my raging guess or anything. But I'm like looking at some of these rounds and like I don't know, I'm like panning around, like I kind of know that general idea of where I want to send, and I'm just like going straight into map and like just trying to line something up. Like why am I like lining up a Uruguay like dirt road? I don't know. um maybe I'm just like over analyzing or overlooking into this, but like I don't know why I'm like trying to like I'm not finding this, bro. um but yeah, I feel like it's just kind of interesting to me that like I don't know, my playstyle in tournaments like varies kind of a lot compared to just me playing in, I don't know, like not just like single player, because obviously that'd be different, but compared to like team duels, you know, when I'm just playing casually with friends or anything or something like that. And I think this next round, yeah, I think this is the last round of the match. It's Spain, and I mean, looking at it, I feel like this just looks like a super unique region of Spain. It is kind of the like hilly area east of Cadiz in Andalusia, and to me, like I don't know, in hindsight, the vegetation here is very southern coastal. Like we have these like mastic trees, like the little like bushy round trees, and I mean just this vegetation in general looks really Sardinian, and I feel like that's kind of a good clue for that area around Cadiz in the mountains. But I mean I thought it was like probably Andalusia or like Extremadura, because we had a few like oak trees as well, so I'm kind of hedging some stuff I've seen kind of near that border, and I mean not really that close either, but we still just do a lot of damage and win off that. Okay, so going into the NMPZ game, tied 1-1. We won like the most crucial game of this best of five probably. So definitely looking a lot better. And yeah, we have NMPZ. I feel like Noxy and Alpha, at least to me, I don't think they're like really NMPZ mains or anything. To me, they're more like no move players, um but yeah, like because of that, I don't know, I feel like we definitely going into this game had the advantage. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't really know if I would consider myself more of a no move or NMPZ player. I feel like I'm pretty even on both game modes. I would say maybe I prefer like NMPZ a little bit when I'm playing comp, just because I feel like a lot less people are comfortable with NMPZ, and I have like a bigger uh, like advantage gap in NMPZ than I do with no move versus most of the player base. If that makes sense. But to be honest, I don't know. Like in solo games, I feel like I play them just about the same. Maybe I play no move even a little more. So yeah. Okay. The rounds in this match, I feel like I don't know, a lot of them were like bigger countries, which is nice. So like we just had the US and now Chile. I think it was 2025, but it was panned away from the car, which I feel like on our rural, like sometimes it's, or not sometimes, but I feel like a majority of the times it's actually panned away from the car. Maybe not though, but yeah, I'm thinking it's like the Coquimbo, like white bluish car, like the cluster that you get in Coquimbo. And I mean, it looks like it too. So I kind of committed a little too south here. Because I thought it could have still been maybe like what's the region south of Coquimbo? Valparaiso. Yeah, I thought it still could have been that one. Maybe with like cheeky updated copy, because I feel like when I played Chile, I noticed that there a lot of rounds just that were supposed to be 24 just had updated copyright for no reason. But yeah, I guess we had this round, which was kind of boring. But yeah, Arboreal definitely probably one of my most played maps. But it gets like regen like all the time, so it's not like you can farm repeats on it or anything like that. It was like a smudge though, maybe it's a regional smudge. Okay, this round was good. We did like a good bit of damage on this round. Immediately to me, it looks just super coastal with these round, like trunkless bushes next to the road, and just like how flat it is. It just looks really coastal. And then this road to me also looks really South Australian, like super dark pavement and like the little nubs, like reflectors, I guess, on the outside of on like the outer road lines. I don't know. Just looks very South Aus to me, and yeah, with that plus it being fairly coastal looking, I'm thinking kind of this area of South SA, and I'm like kind of lining up a road. I'm like considering if it could be South Vic, but I feel like just it's too open, not really any tall trees or anything like that. And I think one of them ended up going like pretty inland Vic, which like thank goodness, because we ended up doing a good amount of damage off that round for kind of committing. And then oh yeah, this round. Okay, in hindsight, I feel like uh I think I've seen this area before. This is Botswana in like the max east like pocket around Pont Drift, I think. And in hindsight, like I feel like the coverage is just really Botswana, but I don't know, when I was playing this and I saw this and I didn't immediately know the country, I got like really scared. I was like, is this South Africa, Botswana, or am I like, or is this like Mexico with the sun to the north for some reason? Because it kind of looked like Mexico, but I thought like I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like the hills are kind of weird for most of Botswana, so I'm like thinking it's probably just like some Gen 3 northwest near Gaborone, but I'm like kind of scared, so I'm like pinging Kirsten to go like kind of a hilly area in Botswana, and we ended up actually doing some damage off of that, which worked out in our favor because they committed South Africa. I feel like they committed a good amount of the rounds in this game, such as this one. Yeah, immediately looking pretty eastern to me. Like I immediately zoom into like Altai Krai, Novosibirsk area, because I just thought it was the B-type max smudge coverage. I considered like it could be, yeah, like I'm thinking it's like maybe this is like very B Kurgan. Like it kind of looks good for it, but um I'm like I feel like with those two ideas in mind, it's just like a you can hedge one Kurgan, one like Altai Krai or Novosibirsk, but um yeah, I mean, looking at it again, this angle is kind of interesting. Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, I was looking at, yeah, the road east of Novosibirsk because it kind of looks good for that, just angle-wise, but that road's probably a bit hillier. But, yeah, I just stayed in Kurgan and we hedged and it paid off. They double sent Kurgan. Um, so, yeah, I mean, we take a 2-1 lead going into the best of no going into the like 1v1 game, game 4. Yeah, I actually have like a good amount of stuff I want to talk about regarding this game and also the 5th game. If we would have won this game, we would have just won the entire tournament, but unfortunately we didn't. And yeah, this game, I feel like, I don't know, number one, like they kind of from this game out, they kind of just like played insane, but also, this was like something RC after he came back, in the second best of five, something he, kind of said was we were just giving Blinky too much time to scan, which, I mean, you'll see on this round they just found like the 5K. It's not like individual multis or anything, but which is good because I feel like if it was, there were definitely a few games that could have been the outcome could have been changed. But yeah, like RC afterwards said like we were just giving them too much time to scan, and I kind of agree because I don't know, me and MK were both like pretty fast players. Maybe not me, I'm not like that fast of a player, but MK is definitely, and I can be, but we were definitely kind of, allowing them to play to their strengths a little bit by giving them time, by like running down the clock on every round and giving them time to scan and find like a lineup that worked. So as a result, they ended up getting a lot of like really close guesses in later games, including this one. But I think it's also because like, you know, Blinky, I mean not Blinky, but RC, not RC, Jesus, but Noxy and Alpha are also really good, like region guessing players. So when you kind of combine that with someone that just like is able to pinpoint really fast and just like an expert in like, yeah, like scanning and pinpointing, you can just kind of farm a lot of really crazy guesses. But yeah, me and MK, we kind of just, I don't know, we did kind of talk about that after this game. Like we tried to switch up our playstyle a little bit, but to be honest, we didn't like, I don't know, we were just kind of on that a little too late. Like, we let them like 5K a lot of rounds, honestly, but we should have definitely been more aware of that just going into these games, that we should maybe play a little faster, insta send a few things. But also it kind of leads me to another topic which I kind of wanted to talk about earlier. Like I brought it up, and it was about, yeah, like how this best of, not best of five, I don't know why I keep calling this a best of five, but this like game mode, like the 1v1 game mode, um like, yeah, going into the tournament I thought it was a really interesting idea and I was looking forward to it, and then actually playing it, I realized there were like, uh it was like actually kind of hard. I don't know exactly how to explain why it was difficult. Also, they just found like the place name on the sign. Like on that round, I don't know. I spent like way too much time like just like trying to pan and give MK like a chance to look at the round in case he like has like a region guess he wants to make, which is kind of the problem. It was that because the other two players on the team couldn't, like they weren't in the party, they couldn't like actually pan themselves and control what they were seeing. It kind of to me felt like, oh, I have like a responsibility of like showing the round more and not just like playing as if like it's just me playing, you know? Like I have to kind of balance like trying to gather info by looking around myself, and then also try to kind of take in what MK was saying in terms of like where we should guess. And I don't know, it was just like really hard to balance that in 1 minute. I don't know if the other teams experienced like this, maybe they just practiced this game mode, because we didn't at all, but like we just did like a terrible switch there and we lose like 3,000 health. But and that one was, I don't want to blame it on MK, but um he said like it could have been like Michigan, like Lakes area, which was kind of what made me switch last second. But yeah, at this point it was like we were down a lot of health. And then yeah, on this round, I just thought I knew the road. And then we had mountains north, so I just kind of wanted to insta send. I probably should have done something like this more often, where I like if I had like a kind of good idea, I would just like send quick because I don't know. I mean, they would probably still know the region, but like it just stops them from being able to scan and use the map, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, this game mode was actually kind of challenging in like a way that I wasn't really prepared for. Like I didn't expect that, you know, I would even um, have this kind of issue where like teamwork would kind of not teamwork, but like trying to um, do two things at once, where I'm like actually trying to play the duel myself and like make a good guess, but also um, take into account what my teammates are trying to call and say, and like pan in a way where they can like see what's going on. And like I don't know, it was just like I wasn't aware or prepared for that. But yeah, we're down a good chunk, and we get this round, which I don't know how they were so close. Like, oh yeah, on this round, I mean, I was like, I kind of zoom into the right area. Like, I thought it was like max North Montana or North Dakota, which MK also thought the same thing. And then he called, he said it was probably more like Montana or something. And then, but then he said, oh, just go with like my own thought. And then last second, I switched to a bit more closer to like the North Dakota side. And then we lost because of that. I mean, we would have lost either way. They're just like on the road for some reason. But like, yeah, it was just stuff like that. I don't know. Like our comms uh were at this point a little shaky. Like I was just a little like hesitant after that game because um we didn't want to gaslight each other off the actual round. So we had already done that once, like MK gaslighting me off like the like New York round, and then that round that we just saw, and then this round where I remember in comms like I zoomed into like Adagea or something, and then he said maybe it could be more east, maybe he would hedge more east, and then I was like, yeah, sure. But then he didn't sound very confident. He just told me to go where I wanted to go, and I switched back, and it was just the road that I clicked on. So like that was just like so frustrating. Stuff like that where like indecision and like being too afraid to call out like where you think it is, and I don't know, just like not having, I don't know, like that chemistry yet, which is unfortunate. But yeah, after that on this round, I thought there might be some chance they missed this, so I just insta sent. But like yeah, no, it wasn't happening. Um, but yeah, I probably should have been like insta sending a little more. Like on this round, I don't know if there's a reason to insta send though. Like, and also because on like some rounds you just like, especially in a tournament setting, like insta sending as like a strat is like a lot easier said than done. Like you you just feel a lot more pressure while playing, and like you can say, oh, you should just insta send against them, but like you still want to make a good guess. Like if you insta send, like you're also like kind of hurting your chances of like making a good guess. Like you're, so like it's just a different setting. Like if it was just like a random um no stakes duels game, then yeah, I might be more inclined to like actually follow through with insta sending. But then again, like there's stuff on the line here, and I mean, like I'm still trying to get like a good guess, you know, like I'm still trying to use everything in the round and to make the best guess possible. And also I switched from that road. Unlucky, but um yeah, I mean, it's just some random mental psychology going on at this point. Like I don't think I was playing like that bad even. They were just playing really good. And yeah, like for example on that Tamaulipas round, Like they have Alpha, who's also just a really good Mexico player. So they're obviously getting the region there. I don't see a reason to insta send and leave it up to chance, because I know like I probably have a better shot at knowing more precisely where the location was, even though I ended up switching to a terrible guess. Like that road quality was never Tamaulipas, but yeah, just like stuff like that. I don't know. You get into your own brain when you're not playing that good, and then when you are playing good, it's just kind of, it's just a different story. But okay, what was this round? Oh yeah, this was the. I mean, Russia NMPZ is kind of hard, but yeah, we can see the front smudge on the top left here. So it's gonna be B-type front smudge, and then I mean just that plus how this round looks, it looks just like Yeka to me. And maybe I went a little too north. I thought it was probably just like the road that goes north of Nizhny Tagil, but yeah, I think I ended up clicking a little too north, but it didn't matter because we were pretty like none of our guesses were like that close, so yeah. But I mean, after I feel like after this round and maybe another round after this, like there was like a round where like yeah they just 5K'd it, and it was like a rural Virginia round that, I mean in hindsight it makes sense, but like they over these last two games they were just playing like ridiculously. Like I don't know. I don't even think we played that bad, but like they just played better and they deserve the win. So you know. And then yeah, we get this round, which like I feel like when you get like further rounds when you're like tilted in a tournament or in like duels or something, it's just like it makes you so much more upset and like tilted. It's just like because like this round like they're going to send kind of the same area I'm sending. Like they could maybe go a bit more east or a bit more west, but like it's just like this round does nothing but build multis. Like, can we just move on to like something that matters, right? Like, thank God it's not individual multis, because then they would actually be kind of like rage inducing. But I don't know. When I was playing and I got like this round and the round after this, I was like, it did not help my mental that we were just getting like some stupid ass rounds. Um, but like yeah, with this round, like just like the most day one road ever, and I think we lose like I don't know 100 points or something because they were like a bit more east and picked the right stretch, but like this round just does nothing but build multis, and yeah, I don't know, like I just hate seeing it because I don't care and I want to move on to something that matters. But yeah, after we lost this game, I don't know, I didn't feel that like I wasn't that scared. I felt like we still had a good chance of winning the final best of five, because we would get RC back, and so like I was trying to like kind of like after the loss we had like a 10-minute break to kind of get some water, I don't know, go to the restrooms or something, but like I wasn't feeling that down. But like on this round, oh my god, like why did I not just like insta slam South Croatia? Like why did like I sent pretty fast, but like I should have sent way faster, like because they found it like last second. Um like if I just sent like I don't know a few seconds faster, like it probably wouldn't have resulted in them 5King that, but maybe they still do. I don't know. Like I should have either just sent with like I don't know, like no time, um, like sent in no time, or like just tried to find the islands off the coast myself. But I don't know. I don't know. Um, and then this round, like yeah, they just were on it, and we didn't make that good of a guess. Like we were kind of far, not like that far, but like I don't know. They were just like really really close. But yeah, props to them But yeah, the next game is the final game, the final best of 5, and we got RC back, so he's back to replacing Kirsten. It would be him on moving and NMPZ, and MK on moving and no move. So yeah, yeah, I know this video is pretty long. I just didn't know if I wanted to, uh, like what I wanted to do with this video. Like I thought I could have, um, maybe made like more of a, like an edit, like a compressed version where I kind of just highlighted the more important games and important guesses from my POV, but um, like I don't know. I also thought maybe this type of like just like a more unedited like commentary style video where I include all my guesses and all the games would also interest some people. But yeah. Anyway, Mexico, very nice. Unfortunately on low multis because I would have preferred if we got in this round like I don't know at like later on maybe, but there were some like really big ridges to the southwest and also a lot of corn. And then just like that, plus this coverage, I immediately like thought it was gonna be like this kind of central Chiapas Valley. In general, like Chiapas, like just one of the best metas for Chiapas is just like they be spamming corn everywhere, and that definitely helped me just like be sure that it was kind of this area and also the coverage. But starting off with a good amount of damage, and then okay, this round, I like kind of did an oopsie here. Like I saw striped. I don't remember if it was 24, 25. I think it was 24. I saw striped 24, and I like was thinking, okay, with this landscape, it's probably just like New Hampshire, right? And then I saw like there's a plate right there, like a Vermont plate, and like I just remembered or misremembered the stripe car stuff. Like I think it's like I clicked in stripe 25 and not stripe 24. So I mean that's just kind of stupid. Like I don't know. Like I insta sent kind of on that round, but like it was just on a round that completely did not require me to insta send. And then on this round, a round where there's like mountains everywhere, and it's like something that Blinky is definitely going to try and line up. Like I don't know why. Like I should have just insta sent. Like I have an idea here. But I'm not gonna be like a. I'm not. My chances of finding this like grid in these this, like big ridge northwest is not. It's just Blinky's gonna find this faster than I am, or more likely than I am, which he does. So I don't know. Like I just kind of was a bit. I wasn't very good at like telling when I should insist and when I shouldn't, which is unlucky because I feel like I usually am like not that bad at doing that. But here I ping MK to go down here because I thought like the lineup kind of made sense, and then we both switched there because I thought he wouldn't get there in time. So we could have been pretty punished if it wasn't like if it was like I don't know more north or something. But thank God it wasn't that far from where I pinged, and I mean yeah, Blinky's just on it, unlucky. And then this round like I don't know, I feel like they just know every road in Nigeria. Like I don't know, they haven't like every round of Nigeria we had like they were just closer. So it did look really similar to the previous like Nigeria round they 5K'd with the town name, but that's why MK went the same road. So and then another round where there's mountains, and we just gave them a lot of time to line up the mountains, and then yeah, as a result, they were just slightly closer than us, and basically on the 5K. Like, I don't know, I should have just picked that up like way faster. That like I don't know, I have obviously no idea where this is because I don't know anything about Nepal. I don't know why I am not just sending. Like we can just hedge one west where this is, where MK is, and then one where I am, and like it's not like super high multis. It doesn't matter. Um, even like the damage that we could potentially take from insta sending and them being slightly closer is just gonna be is like overall it's just gonna matter less than fucking seeing Blinky 5k another one of these fucking rounds. Like that's just like not only are they going to do damage on those, but like just seeing that it's just like it's just a crush to the mental. Like I don't know, it's like more than just the 200 points that we take. It's like it fucks up your uh your whole like attitude and your whole confidence, and you see that happen like over and over again. I know it sounds stupid, but like yeah. um and this round, I mean, I don't know, this game was kind of the same thing, like that I feel like was what allowed us to win a lot of our games, was just like there were a few rounds where we were just more consistent with the region guess. Like on certain rounds that like, or on certain rounds we just like were slightly closer than they were. They just made a more costly mistake. I should put it that way. And I mean, we could have just double sent this because I said in VC like it's just where he is, but yeah, again, no need to really commit. But do slightly chip us of our health a little bit there. And yeah, like when you see like when you have like a team like just like slightly closer than you like every single time, like it's just it genuinely is frustrating. Like it just feels like I don't know, like it just fucks with you. But yeah, if this was individual multis, I don't think we would have won this game. So thank God it wasn't. And yeah, yeah, back to like the length of this video. I mean, I don't know. I probably will timestamp this video just so people can kind of just jump or skip certain games that they're not like interested, or I don't know. I mean, I feel like in the future when I make these commentary videos, I'm kind of usually aiming up for about like 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more than 10 minutes, 10 to 15 depending on how much I want to say. But I feel like with this video, it's like it's not really about what I have to say, but more so like I need to find stuff to talk about, and because like the length of it is already set, so I just need to yap my ass off for however much time I have left. But I mean, luckily I'm not really running out of too much to say because I can just react to the gameplay. But again, like I don't know, man. Like, should we have insta sent this? Maybe, but like I don't understand like why. Like they just, how do you 5k this? Like, like, or why would you even try to 5k this? I mean, whatever. Like, sure. It's our fault. We didn't send fast enough. We gave them the entire clock, and that was a risk that we were taking. uh, I get like in BC when this happened, like I think MK was dead ass like so close to just completely crashing out, but and I mean they 5k'd this, but like that's to be expected. I don't know. This is why I was not playing moving, because I get really overwhelmed with rounds like this where there's like a bunch of signs around you. You have to read every single one of them to because you fear that you're missing info if you skip one. But there was just a sign here. I couldn't read it. Unlucky. But there were Vic polls, so at least there's that. And yeah, I think it was after this round. It was the 2 rounds after this that won us the game, and one of them is because one of them was a U.S. Canada like toss up kind of, and I was pretty sure it was Canada, and they went to U.S. And that round was that round had like a meta that like I should have known or remembered better. You'll see in a bit, but yeah, it was like a meta that I recently learned. So yeah, this round. So immediately I see like a single yellow line and then like that property marker, so I'm thinking it's Canada. I check car, it's black. I think it was 23 black, yeah. And I'm looking at the guardrails because I think it's Canada, and um, guardrails can be pretty good for differentiating the provinces. Um, I, but we're in VC and we're like, MK thought it was US, so like we're like, I'm trying to convince him that I feel like this is just Canada, like Ontario or Quebec, and it's kind of hard to see, but I kind of maybe pan towards it a little bit. Um, this like these reflectors, the rectangular reflectors on the guardrail legs, the yellow ones, I think these are a Quebec and Newfoundland meta, and I I don't know, I don't remember. I noticed them and I just thought it was maybe something that was in Ontario. Like I noticed them and thought, okay, this is probably more Canadian because I remember reading about those in like a doc, and I just forgot it was in. I just forgot if it was in Quebec or Ontario or where it was specifically. Um, but now I know, and um, yeah. And in this round, um, I don't know. MK also thought this was Spain because uh they double sent Spain, and I just said like this pole and this, I mean, this pavement especially is just so Portuguese, like surely. But yeah, I was pretty surprised when we won off of that. I wasn't complaining because we won the moving game, and now we're up 2-0. Going into NMPZ, RC's back, and like against these two, no shade or anything, but I feel like it's our game to lose from here. Like we have the advantage, by a large margin. But yeah, also I mean I didn't know if RC was like he said he still could have, like he said he was still in the right like mind space to like play Geoguessr. Um like he was still like he wasn't drunk is what I'm trying to say. But yeah. Um so we get Malaysia. I feel like this round, or not this round, this game was pretty lopsided, or we just like didn't really give them that much room for error. There was like maybe one round that was, I feel like, was impossible. Also that round there was like a weird glitch on the side that like I don't know, maybe it's a regional glitch, but I didn't know it. I thought it looked kind of like East Coast-ish, and then we brought up that maybe it could have been one of the islands. So RC sent that and I just kind of hedged. But yeah, I don't know. RC was playing really well considering he just came back from like it's like 1 a.m. and he just came back from like some social gathering, which was nice because we needed that. And yeah, honestly, not that much to really say left. I think I'll probably include me and RC's reaction to winning this match towards the end, so you'll get to hear a little bit of our comms. But yeah, I just want to say again, thanks to the organizers for coming up with this tournament, setting everything up. I had a lot of fun. Shout out to RC, MK, and Kirsten. Shout out to MK for being the one to ask me to participate or ask me to play with them. So yeah, and also shout out to you guys, who hopefully some of you have watched this from start to finish. If you have, thank you. And yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, more commentary videos, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see y'all in the next video.
We'll take that.
Okay, BC.
I was thinking up by Kamloops, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. I thought Kamloops, Kelowna, like one just kind of
Yeah.
somewhere in the vicinity.
So you're just gonna go downtown.
Okay, nice.
Okay, good, good.
Ireland.
Mm-hmm. Kind of felt to me like this area, but I don't know.
Yeah. Is 24 anything?
I don't really know in this case.
Okay, nice.
County streak. Like North Greece.
Yeah.
Like just somewhere around
Yeah,
here,
I
I guess.
think, yeah, around Thessaloniki, probably. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like with the spring coverage, it's like really common around here.
Yeah. Where are you thinking on? Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, a bit more
Like,
east,
yeah.
maybe. Okay. I mean, we'll take it.
Nice. Yep.
Oh.
Mm. I look, you thought like South Italy, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I can't rule it out. Italy. It's kind of weird, though. Like, my first thought was, like, Crow or Slovenia, but
Like
maybe.
Slovenia. I could see Crow like near Slovenia.
Yeah,
Like,
I can just head for both of them.
yeah.
I don't mind Italy. Like, uh, I don't know how much Gen 3 is like in the like Calabria though. It's like pretty rare.
That's true. It's usually like winter. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Why? Yeah. Why is it summer? I don't know.
Is there ever
Should I
like
switch to like France?
Czechia or something? Yeah,
I think there's
France.
like too many ferns for Czechia.
Yeah.
I could go France, I guess. I'll switch, I think.
Yeah, Austria. Yeah.
That's a tough Austria there. Yeah.
A-frame.
Mm. What's the current? 26.
26. I don't know. I was thinking like Slovakia or maybe Hungary. It's not Romania, right?
I wouldn't have gone Romania. I like Slovakia. I could see Hungary as well. Yeah, I couldn't rule out.
Yeah. What else? Like, would Crow have this poll? Like, the pavement's a little
No.
weird for Crow.
Yeah, no. Don't think it's Austria. Don't think. I'm gonna go Czechia either.
Yeah, I think
I'll
Slovakia,
go.
Hungary, right? Truly.
Yeah. I'll go like this part of Hungary, I think, or like.
Yeah, I know there's like, yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, nice. Is that game? Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
GG.
There we go.
There you go.
GG.
All we needed was you, and then we just threw them.